Norherizan Abdul Moen, and I'm from Tunku Rahman University of Management and Technology, Pahang branch. Today, I'm going to present Profanity versus Personality, Not Your Common Language, an innovative board game exploring language pragmatics as well as social identity in youth communication. So, in an increasingly digitalized world, language and communication styles among youth are evolving, reflecting changes in cultural norms and values. So, the use of profanity, once largely a taboo in our society, is now commonplace in many social settings, especially online. So, research in linguistics and social linguistics has shown that profanity serves varied functions beyond mere expressions of anger or frustration. It can signify solidarity, humor, as well as identity. All right. So as young people navigate their social identities, they often use language, profanity included, to connect with peers, convey authenticity, and respond to their environment. However, young adults face challenges in understanding when profanity might enhance or damage social interactions or self-representation, as interpretation of language use can vary widely across social and cultural contexts. So despite its relevance, little has been done to educate youth about the pragmatic functions of profanity in a way that is both engaging and reflective. So these games transform a complex linguistic issues into an engaging educational tools for youth to better understand when to use the profanity, when not to use the profanity, especially. So the problem statement, the challenges that youth face with profanity is that their lack of awareness of profanity pragmatic functions when they use it, and they also struggles with audience perceptions and context adaptation, especially when the need for tools that teach youth on how language shapes not only their communication but shapes the social identity. The main objective of this game is to raise awareness of profanity's pragmatic roles among youth, to develop critical thinking about context and audience, to encourage self-reflections on how language shapes identity, and lastly, to promote empathy by exploring diverse interpretations of language use. Personality board games is designed using the IDA model to capture attention, engage interest, and drive change, building on research by Norherizan and Shadi 2023, which highlights profanity in online games as both functional and destructive. Thus, the game's development is crucial in addressing these dynamics and fostering positive behavior change among youth effectively. And this is the how the board games look like. We have actually the game board, the main surface where players will move their pieces or spaces with challenges related to profanity and personality. Then we also created a game figurines where the items are used for players to move around on the board, which also represent different personalities among the players. So we also provide the rule book, which is a set of rules to explain how to play the games, how to handle cards, and how the players interact with the board as well as with each other in the games. So we have games over here. These games present different profanity words with questions as well as scenarios for players to respond to based on their personality traits. For example, how would you react if this word was used in a conversation? And dice, this is used to decide how many spaces players can move. And lastly, personality categories with which different personality types that players can belong to, which will affect how to address the social and contextual nuances of profanity, a complex area often overlooked in formal education. So hence, the game's innovative features include the context-based scenarios that we have actually explained previously, and the audience-centric interpretations, reflection, and discussion mechanism, so that the players will have a better understanding on how the personalities that they choose will affect their ways of responding or ways of use the profanity words. And lastly, social identity exploration by giving them the real scenario in relation and benefits to youth and society. We believe that these board games will enhance the social communication skills among youth, and it will also increase their self-awareness as well as identity exploration, so that they will understand themselves better and they will somehow communicate better later on. And it will also reduce social miscommunication, obviously. Next, there is a commercialization. 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 Next, educational potential for this particular board game, where educational institution can use this to develop or maybe to enhance their students' awareness among them in order to not promoting but to use profanity words better when they communicate with their fellow colleagues, with their fellow friends, as well as their lecturers. All right, and then we believe that this board game can also be a good idea for language learning and skill development platform. For example, all right, it is also good for therapeutic and social skills program as well as mobile apps development. As a conclusion, the profanity or personality games offer an innovative solution to a relevant linguistic and social challenge among youth, helping them to understand the complex parametric rules of profanity and social identity formation. Well, that's all for my presentation. Thank you.